This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. The calendar has been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top 5 clash. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Using his legs, it's White. Maybe some room here. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Tavian St. Clair. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun. And you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
There he goes. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's past the sticks. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Long way to go on second down. Could not make his way to the corner.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Hill. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback signaling to his guy. St. Clair. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They're going to run it to the right. Drag down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, gonna throw it. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Follows his blocks. It's White. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here, so it says a lot.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Look out! Just gets rid of that one.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. Because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
Second and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown, Ducks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. With that last win, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Throwing St. Clair. He's going for a big play downfield. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Off and running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's White. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's changing the play. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Tavian St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Mays. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, St. Clair. At the 35, he's loose. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Turns upfield. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking for a gap. It's White. Defense all over him.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. St. Clair from the gun on third down. Finds a man in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Driving forward, it's White. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up first and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish this long drive.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They want to run this quarterback. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Defense going all in to stop the run. A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators. Setting up for for the extra point and the tie. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
With the catch, it's Mays. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
They go play action with St. Clair. Finds his big tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. First down, he'll keep it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
It's complete! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Quarterback changing the play. Motion from the back. St. Clair falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gator! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the delay, it's Hill. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and then the offense has a negative point.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often. downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Moving out to the right. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
On the ground, it's White. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Nice move there. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. From the gun on third down, St. Clair. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. There he goes. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. First play of this drive. Time to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bold Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Nevada Wolfpack. And it's USC eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Davison. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! at that. They've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now through this defense moving forward.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it good.
Throwing St. Clair. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. St. Clair from the gun on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, it's Davison. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Rashad Downs going up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Throws to the wideout. Left side is Bear. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Ducks will hustle to the line. In the red area, it's Davison. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you scored here. This game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Booster, booster!
Tavian St. Clair fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gators come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Making the adjustment on the play. Moving the pocket, it's St. Clair. Got the back over the middle.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rush is on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They'll move the wide receiver. Again, it's St. Clair. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. St. Clair under pressure, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy trying to be a hero and get out of his gap. Everybody did their job, and they got him down for a big loss on that sack.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Sells to run, looking to pass. Rolls right. On the run, deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Running inside, it's Davison. Knocked down immediately.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got it, looking for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and Nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. No room to bring it back. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's White. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Jones to throw. Makes it. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Right at the line. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the...
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Motion from the wide out. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Play action on 1st down. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Changing the routes with his receivers. Jones wants to throw it. Gonna let it fly. It's a big stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's fourth and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Can they catch it? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Trying the run, it's White. There's a little room there. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Making the adjustment. Jones to throw. They're all over it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.